Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to our channel, and in this video I'll explain how to ask questions. And in Arabic we say istifham, to to try to know something. Alright? So there are some few letters in Arabic language that are used for questioning in order to get some information or to understand something. Alright. Actually there are 13 words in Arabic language to ask questions. So that shows how deep the language is. But in this video, I'm only sharing the 4 words that are mostly used. But there are a few more as well that are used also, but you will see them rare, especially in the literature books. But normally, you may hear or you may see or you may read these 4 words that are used to ask questions. Now, let me tell. The first one is ma, and the second one is man. The third one is with the hamza, and the fourth one is hal. Now, each one has specific, way to ask question and give specific meaning when you ask the question. Let's say, for example, ma is only used to ask or to know something about non-human things. For example, about trees and about animals or about any non-living things. But when you compare with man, man is only used for human. Anything you want to know about human, like who is he or who came, so you will use man, not ma. If you use ma, it will be contradicting and the sentence will be wrong. Then we have and the third one, this is just in hamza that is used. It's like a choice, and I'm giving you two choice. Like, did Umar came or Ali? Who came from these two? So you will choose one of them. So I want to specify, or I want the specification from you to know from among these two who came. So this is when hamza is used. Then we come to fourth is hal. This is, I know the person, the name of the person is in my head. I'm just asking you a question to confirm it. So if I say, did a man or woman among these two who came? I know the man came. So I'm using hal in order to know that is that what I'm thinking or what's that in my head? Is it true? So I will use hal in that case. So hal and hamza are quite similar in some sense, and ma and man are similar in one sense. Now, I have given some written some examples so that I can explain you. Like, for example, there is a question, ma hada. As we discussed, hada means this, and ma. So I'm using ma hada. That means what is this, right? What is this? Now, by the letter ma, I'm able to understand that I'm trying to ask you about something that's non-human, right? And that's in front of me. So something that's in front of me and it's non-human, and that's why I'm using the letter ma to ask about it. So ma hada. And in the reply, the person I'm asking question, he will say me, hada kitabun. This is a book. Or he can just say kitabun. That's fine. He has to repeat hada again, and he can repeat too. If he's repeating hada again, so that he can clear me out that exactly this thing that you're talking about or you're asking thing is a book. But if you just say kitabun, he's expecting me to know that he's expecting that what I asked was this specific thing. So he's not repeating hada again, right? Then, but hada is good to repeat so that there is no any confusion rather than to hide it. This is for something that's near to you. But let's say something that's far from you and that's non-human. So how will you answer? Same thing, just you need to change the ism ishara as we discussed how many ism isharas are there in our video. in our Nahu course. Then we have now ma dhalika. What is that? That means it's something that is far. What is that? So that thing, let's say for example, baytun, a house. Dhalika baytun. That is a house. That is a house. Simple. Now you can take it to tasniya, take it to jama, and both of them would be fine. So mahadani, what are these two things? So you can say these two things are so and so. Madhalika, what are those two things? Dhalikwa, dhanika, are those two things, right? And ma'ulaika and mahaulai. So all of these things goes accordingly. Coming to man. Now, in man, as I said, it's for human. So let's say, for example, I have an example over here is man huwa. It means who is he? Who is he? Simple. And the answer is huwa Zaydun. He is Zayd. So Zayd is the name of person. Name. I can just say Zayd. Zayd. So that I can know. But I'm using huwa. The same reason huwa, so that I can confirm that yeah, exactly he is Zayd. So there is no miscommunication between a Zayd that's somewhere far or somewhere near. That's why. Then let's say pointing to something, asking about two people, human. Man hadani. Who are these two people? Alright? Hadani waladani. These two are boys. Yeah? Who are these two people? Alright? Instead of hadani, I can also say man huma. Who are those two people? Alright? But man hadani is more good to say and more to relate, since we have not moved so far. So who are these two people? Man hadani. I can say hadani waladani. These two are boys. Right? Now, how I know that two people, from where I'm translating the two people, it's all because of man. Because man is only used on the humans. That's why I'm translating it as two people, because it can only use to ask question on something, on someone who is human, right? And similarly goes on man haulai muslimuna. Who are these people? These are Muslims. That's how it goes. And you can same apply on something for man dhalika, man dhanika, man ulaika, and it goes like that. Then we have this one, Hamza, and it gives me the choice. Let's see an example, and it will be more clear for you. Let's say, for example, here is ahada rajulun am imra'atun. Is this a man or woman? Now see the question. I want you to specify me that the person I'm asking about is a man or a woman. And in the reply is hada rajul. So he's selecting this one. No, you're giving two options of man and woman, but the correct one is the male thing, right? Remember, Hamza always comes in the start of sentence. It will never come in between the sentence. Alright? And it always comes with to give an option. So like ahada rajulun imratun. Means or. So, and the thing that is opposite will come after Let's say here it's rajulun, the opposite of male is a female. So here it's imra'a. So ahada rajulun, is this a man? Now, or then it has to be the opposite of man. That is woman. That's imra'atun. So هذا رجل أم امرأة, and I select رجل, هذا رجل. Or someone wants to select a female, then he will say هذه امرأة. You need to change the ضمير, اسم إشارة, because it's a feminine and it has to be feminine according, it has to match them. So that's how it goes, and you can apply in many of the cases. Coming to hal, the easiest one, I have the picture of something. Let's say here the example is هل هذا رجل? Is this a man? Yeah. So now see the difference here. I'm not mentioning something extra or an option thing like this or a woman. I'm not mentioning over here. I'm not giving any option to him. Is this because he knows that a man came, okay, or that person is a man, but he does not. He wants to confirm that is he right in his thinking that that person is a man. So in that case, the answer will be na'am, yes. That's all. So here the difference is, here he does not exactly knows between the two, is it a man or a female. So he asks for confirmation that the choice, is it right or wrong, man or female. But here he knows it's a man, but he still wants a confirmation. So these are the four istifham, which is asking question words or question letters that are used in Arabic language to ask the questions. And they are very important because you will find them in lots of places. So wherever you find ma in form of a question, because ma itself comes in 9 meanings. So istifham, that means question, is one of the meaning for ma. Ma comes in 9 meanings. Sometimes it's just an extra word ma to give an emphasis. Also, man does not only comes for istifham, but it also comes for the ism mawsool, which will be our next topic in our course. So there I will cover this one. And even ma comes as ism mawsool, it comes as istifham, it comes as negation, and it goes. Whereas hamza and hal, they are specifically made for questions. So do not get confused in ma and man if you see anywhere else. But ma and man, when you see in the context it's in the form of a question, then you need to understand that ma, if it's used in the form of question by the context, then it will be for non-human. And if it is used in a context as a question man, then it will be for human. And hamza, when you need to have two choices that are opposite to each other, and you need a choice. Like for example, rajulun and imra, both are opposite to each other, and I wanted a choice. And it also follows by am. So do not forget to see am. And hal is used for confirmation. So this is the lesson for istifham, and I hope you guys understood well from the lesson. And if there is any questions or any feedbacks, please email me on my email address mentioned in the description below. And please share our video, subscribe and like. Thank you so much. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.